Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Hey, grand rising. Divine understanding to all those out there, man. Hey, to my followers, to my subscribers, man. Man, I so do appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being there. Thanks for being aware of what's going on, man. The revolution will be televised. All right. Got a couple of topics, man. Been up kind of late. Got up about well, I went to bed early too though. So I think about 7. So, but I got up around 4, man, and started tapping into some of my awareness and consciousness that I use to elevate me, and a couple of them that I was tapping into. Man, don't mind my sweater, man. My cat. the flaws of having a cat, right? I don't forget everything be goddamn cat hair everywhere. But apologize for that if that bothers anybody. I know there's cat people that don't like cats out there, man. Allergies and shit. You watch a video and get your allergies just amped up. That's my AC. I'm in my car trying to do a little different today. But wanted to talk about several topics, several things going on in our community. Moving out and not one to be just on one topic, or show the variety of things that one can expand on. So my first, and these are not shots, man, these are just love from an individual who's at 52. So I have a unique opportunity to see some of the things that some of the older people who's 65, 70 don't see, because they're not paying attention to the 20-year-old, the 19-year-old, or have a 22-year-old or whatever. They have grandchildren and stuff like that. But I actually have a child that's young, and then I'm paying attention to the young people, all right? And then I see the older people. I have an older person. I take care of my mother. I'm, deal with older people. So I'm in between there. So I figure that in some type of ways, understanding my Virgoism, and if that's such a word, being like the referee. Yeah. So to my old schools, man, I sat down and watched some forums, some Zooms on several intellectuals out there. Could tell they, intellectuals at a high level school. They gave the credentials and stuff. Didn't particularly write nobody out, nothing, because I'm not trying to shoot nobody out. This goes to old schools all across that think like this when I send this message. But I send it with love, all right? Just a different, unique understanding. The first thing I would like for old school to understand is, remember and revert back as you listen to me. Revert back to when you was young. Revert back to when you was a young Pharaoh's age, between 22, 25, and 30. All right, I think he's not even 30 yet, or over 30. Or to a Nature Boy's age, or to a Billy, a Rashad Jamal, or Jabari, or Billy, can't remember that cat's last name, but them young cats. So all these cats are the ones that you've had a problem with, because of how they identify themselves, or what they identify themselves with. And I understand. But like I say, put yourself in when you was young and you had a different idealism and different philosophy. All right, most of you was born back in them. So I'm 52, so I was in the 69 baby. All right, so Panther movement, activists, and all that stuff. I remember my mother being around that stuff. So you guys were even earlier than that. Some of y'all in your 50s and stuff like that. So that movement, being with Dr. King and the Rainbow Coalition and stuff like that, seeing that, and the Black Panther and stuff like that. So you had you were a fighting power, probably. Your parents probably didn't identify what you was doing, stepping out and speaking it out, because they was used to being subservient to the oppressor. Oh no, don't say nothing. See what I'm saying? So for you to talk today about how these young people are reacting, or making itself known that, no, I ain't no slave. I ain't just no rapper, singer. I ain't tap dancing, da. I'm a fucking God, or I'm the Messiah, or whatever. I'll get to that next, but to see these young people saying that, I'm like, come on now. From where I came from, time growing up, where we were called nigga, tar baby, jungle bunny, gorilla, ape, monkey. Come on. We all can get on this goddamn thing and everybody can say the names that we was called and they were nowhere good. So for you older ones, sorry about that. Because when you take me back there, you know, that's not somebody being out of control. That's just somebody showing you that was nowhere good for anybody, inner soul, to be called. So as I said it, it just touched that thing down deep that a lot of us bury. So I ask you to go back then and reflect back then why these young folks now have so much energy within themselves and believe so much within themselves. Not what the outer world think about them. Not what the outer world want to shape them to believe in. That's what you're upset about. That they stopped drinking the Kool-Aid. Because one of you made statements saying, oh, Jabari, you know, he's all right because he sticks with the religious plan, you know, and he reads a little scripture in there, but he still, it's a cultish and he still must. And the reason why you do that, and I understand and I can tell it, because like I said, and we'll tell anybody, I believe in the system. The religious system and the different sects of system, if it was for the right reasons. Understanding, awareness, unity and helping and humanitarian and keeping each other abreast and done it. But we're not doing that anymore, people. Hey, you know it. We ain't in there doing that. We're using the system, right? And it's you old heads that's worried about that system falling because you the ones that's reaping the rewards from that raggedy ass system. That's the reality. And you find it more conducive because you don't want to put the energy to build a different system to continue to control people. That's the reality. But these young people, they got the energy and they got it right. They're not cowards like you and I were when we had our time. Because each age we had our time. And I'm here to admit, when it was our time, I was a coward. Yeah. And many my age too, we know. We know, we talk. So when we look at these young folks now, shit, man, we behind everything they do. Do you to the highest level. God damn it, I won't push you so goddamn high. If you start floating to the goddamn moon, I can say, I told you. I told you. Because one day that's going to come. And whether I'm alive or not, shit, that's coming. Because they here now. That's all we saying. You wondering why they saying they gods and they messiahs and shit? Because they don't understand. Ain't no turning back now. I can't take that shit back now. And they ain't supposed to, because they know who the fuck came here. These are the ones who came here and built this shit and fucked it up and put us in goddamn captivity like we was. So they understand. It's now. It's now. So I can't take it back. I am who the fuck I am. Right? Push him. You ain't somebody like Dr. Valentine, Bobby Hemmett, Panic, Maya Moss, Silo, and all the other greats that get on there and push that energy. They don't get up there and bash them. They get out there and provide more energy, more education. If we get something false, they send that shit through us. I see it. But don't stop the energy. You ain't gonna be able to stop it. Because it's fools like me that gonna fucking push you aside and say, shut the fuck up. You had your time. You missed it. It's daytime. You get on that goddamn bandwagon, you jump the fuck off or get ran the fuck over. That's just what it is. Half of you gonna get ran the fuck over because you're too fucking old. And just talking up the side of your neck. To the young ones though. Hey. Did God see you? Love you? Push you, man. I'm on the bus. Ride that motherfucker till the wheels fall off. Wheels ain't gonna fall off. You got a motherfucker that able to fix the wheels, bro. That's why we here. Old dude don't want the motherfucking steering wheel. I want to send that bitch a motherfucking smile, grin, and let a motherfucker say something. I'll be in the fight, for sure. And many of us like that, for sure. But, hey, ain't nobody trying to tell you who you ain't and who you is. But the reality is we ain't trying to make no cults. We ain't trying to have no followings. Get your message out there. Have your heart in it. Be good to each other. We ain't got to shit on each other. Learn from the old school. Learn from the old school how they destroyed that. The Black Panthers, Rainbow Coalition. It was good at one time. Jesse wasn't bad just right off the goddamn bat. He know it. Stokely Carmichael, all them cats. They went inside, infiltrated inside out. They had each other fighting each other, man. That's the bottom line. And then they inserted themselves in, making themselves look like they was helping the cause. We're gonna have to do this by ourselves, bro. Sisters. That's the bottom line. Dr. Umar got everything right. I watched him all night. I watched this shit twice. He got it right. He got it right. He got it all right. Only thing I stay on the young folks. Just watch what we say about, you are who you are. I applaud you for it, man, so immensely. Man, you just don't know. I say it all the time. Young Pharaohs, Rashad Jamal, Nature Boy, brother Young Yusef, shit, so many. Young Tan, Papa Doug, all them young cats, man. Y'all brought an old dude like me out, man. Shit. Real talk. Do I want to? Nah, I don't. But I don't mind it. I'm that individual. I don't mind being in the spotlight or talking or letting the motherfucker know what's on my mind and intelligently articulate and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm that dude. Because I can flow up, down, higher, whatever it want to be, because I got in there. And we see this. A lot of us see this within ourselves. That's all. But don't let what you doing, you be the bigger picture than what you doing, man. That's what I'm trying to say. You know why you doing it. You know who you supposed to be coming out here and bringing out of the exodus out of this motherfucker. We ain't going nowhere. We just gonna take this bitch back. That's all. That's what we're gonna do, Dr. Umar. All right? So, yeah, we're going to be proud. We're going to hope and steer that judge gets, that black judge, female judge gets up there in that Supreme Court, man, because that's a pivotal. I get what you're saying, Doc. Real talk. And so much respect to you, man. Your knowledge is so, man, you one of the teachers. You're going to be the philosopher. You're going to be our Aristotle and Socrates if them motherfuckers ever existed or whatever the fuck. You know, you can say whatever one. You that one now, all right? You precede the Frederick Douglass legacy to me, all right? For what you do in these ages. But some of the things I feel, to say somebody like LeBron James or Jalen Rose, there's so many of these cats, basketball players and football players, who open schools and use their energy to proceed how they want it to be. To say that's not a movement, I disagree. That's a movement. That's a movement, sir. No different than the Black Panthers opening up their community, which I can attest that I was a part of. I grew up in, out there in California. You know what I'm saying? I went to some of them things and got free breakfast and shit under a young mother. See what I'm talking about? So him opening them schools up, man, them underprivileged families that would not necessarily get that type of education or get that catered to, they get to go there. You look at the paradigm, they get to go over there, man, and get a meal, education at a high level, a clothing closet, if the attire ain't appropriate. Come on, dude, that's a movement, man. Might not be big like you read about in your history, but we're not back there, bro. We here now, man. We rebuilding. And that's the next thing I was saying. You saying, what has people done? We coming up on Martin Luther King's, anniversary of his birthday and stuff like that. Okay, what have people done? Man, we just talking about, we came out of fucking slavery and all this other fucking shit, 500 years of all this oppression bullshit. So if we just come out of it, don't you think it's gonna take about almost that time for us to get the fuck back up there to our royal selves? We're seeing that we're capable of it because we got so many people getting up there. Ones and twosies, threesies, foursies. At times. Good ones. So this shit gonna take a while, young brother. It's gonna take a while. That I see. That some of us know, understand. This shit just ain't, in 10 years it's gonna be black America and black world. And no, hell no, bro. Shit, stop playing with us. Stop playing with everybody. Everybody stop playing. It's not what it's about. Just like they put their agenda to hybrid and put light-skinned motherfuckers and, continue with the interracial relationships that you talk about, how the judge has a white man and Judge Thomas has a white woman and stuff like that. That's their plan. That's the other side of the plan. There's two sides. We both know this. Just like on the chessboard, right, Nas? KRS-One. The greats know. The gods know. They use this shit in their music, boy. It's a chess game. Keep it white. Nah, we gotta go black. Because at one time it was black, and when it was black, it was great. And this white shit was a lot of shit, a lot of war, what the hell? Ain't equal around this motherfucker. At least when it was black, we was trying to do it equal. Everybody get a little piece of the pie. You turn white shit, they only want one person to get the piece of the pie. So we understand that. Hey, so that's just my part on that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you have it right on everything, God, for real. But to say that, what have we done? Hey, we there. We're getting there. What the process right now is, more and more people are waking up. And how I can believe that is that I just got out of the military in 2013. I just started getting back to my understanding 2015. And then one of my family member friends, Paula Jolly, I can't mention, I don't know her damn, didn't understand her Israelite name, but it's a long one. Yasha. I said, God damn. I started putting my consciousness back on my Facebook and shit and all that stuff. People like, oh shit. And she was like, welcome back to the fight, brother. And I was like, damn. I can't believe it took me so damn long. Better late than never. And that's how I feel. That's where we at. We're in the process. The process right now is like you doing and many of them doing, waking up our women, man, upping our women, showing our women, hey, you the real. It starts with you. If we want a better nation, if we want a better creation, then we have to insist on having a better woman, the supreme being on earth. Her mind got to be get connected back to her wisdom, her intuitive way, her knowledge base, so that when that baby comes through that cycle, comes through that light spurt, man, shit, knowledge already on. It's born out, motherfucking in 2 years, motherfucker already reading, doing what the fuck he's supposed to do, like we was back in the days. People so amazed at kids coming out with their eyes open and walking in a week, or I mean, in a year and all this shit. What you amazed about? If you go back in your history, you'll read this shit. You'll see that stuff was natural. Yeah, quit laying down on your damn back having your damn baby. Lay your ass supposed like you supposed to and have your baby like this, that like the natural. But we, it's us. But we'll get back to that. It's a process. But we gotta understand something, man. Like many of us old cats do. We learn after a while of being old, getting old. Man, goddamn, man. If I just would have waited, time heals. Time. As time goes, time changes. Things change. Spiritual folks. The old hoes. I heard Bobby. I listen to Bobby, man. He's supreme God to me, man. And you gonna tell me nothing else, because that man stand on his shit and walk it, for real. But one thing I seen in there, it's a crazy dynamic, because I watch you, Bobby, and then I watch Panic, and it's like Panic living nice. You wasn't living nice or too nice in your videos you showed, but I think people took care of you though, bro. So you have a different idealism, and a lot of you spiritual older ones who do on wealth, on these people, on these young folks getting wealth, and all that, and superseding. And does that balance out? Hey man, let them kids go get that shit. Just because you didn't go get it, didn't have some opportunity to go get it, YouTube wasn't affording you opportunity, that shit, man, get out the way. But I understand, young folks, what they talking about is that money fucking evil, because that's just what it is. If you don't see that, understand that, then you fucking ain't spiritual, period. It is. Money is the root to goddamn evil. Not the root of all evil. Money is the root to goddamn evil. You get too much goddamn money, you're gonna be doing too much goddamn evil shit, or have too much time to do evil shit, to figure out that you so damn rich that you gonna be doing some evil shit. That's why I understand Almighty, she put me like she did to me. I'm one of them fools. You give me money, I'm just, because it don't mean shit to me. I know what it is. But at a young age, I would have been a destructive ass motherfucker with that damn whole bunch of goddamn money. Period. Because I wasn't superficial, but there was other shit that I attained, entertained, and I know my crazy ass. And it wouldn't have lasted long any goddamn way, because I don't give a fuck about money. That's the real talk. I can do good with it. I can do good without it. But to deny people and to see us on the totem pole of not having it in this society right here, this now, 50, 100 years sitting up in this America, and to say, hey, yeah, maybe it's good that we ain't. No, hell, fuck no. We need to live good. If this hell, then we need to live the highest level of hell. Why live like rats? I'll just leave it like that. To my alphabets. Hey, to the alphabets. Check it out. It didn't take me a minute. It just took me a minute to get the energy to deal with it. All right. I'm just quit doing that, because I'm just trying to hide that damn hair. I don't want nobody sneezing on the damn thing, but I don't give a fuck. Hey, so we understand MK Ultra so very well. Thank you for the Jason Bourne movies and all that kind of crap, and Twilight Zone and shit. Man, I can go on. List can go on and on about the movies and some significant Shepherd, Ain't that movie Shepherd? How CIA was formed and shit like that. Or Good Shepherd, something like that. Y'all good, man. Shit. I tell you, y'all good. Y'all, these governments, our government particularly, because it's the strong arm of controlling all the other governments around this motherfucker. Whether China is the supreme, whatever the hell, or whatever family behind the goddamn governments, I really don't give a damn, but we understand there's an orchestration going. Okay, cool. So the pandemic, got it, cool, got it. Orchestrated, boom, you beating the chain. And all of a sudden, everybody has relationship problems and things, so fuck all that. Cool. So, in the relationship issues, you got the mind controls kick in, because now you got motherfuckers on YouTube, motherfuckers on YouTube, and they watching all shit. So you got a crying ass motherfucking man, crying ass woman, what they good, and you put them tarot readings out, and then you got motherfuckers trying to think that they reading this shit. And motherfucker ain't, some of them, and goddesses, because you're going to be watching it, there's some of you goddesses out there that actually know what the fuck you're talking about, because I can attest to that shit, because I feel your energy. But there's some of y'all just full of shit because you just going on Facebook or going on all these social media or looking at people and shit. And with these, like Snowden said, the alphabets are filtering out information that they get off of our phones and our computers and shit, and filtering that, and people are seeing our problems, and then they are testing some problems. Nigga like me ain't stupid. But we on a chessboard and we still playing this life. I'm just an opponent to say good. That's good moves. Good moves. Because I was in my feelings and shit, and I was like, shit, paying attention to that goddamn Terry for a while, and I'd be like, man. And it wasn't because I want to know, like, oh, I'm missing them. I'm like, no, none of that shit. It was kind of funny. It's like, damn, these motherfuckers, where they getting this information? What the fuck? And I just had to compute and continue to look at various ones and all that shit. And I said, oh, okay, got it. Here we go. Mind control. Pharaoh, that's how they got to you. And that's how they're gonna get to all of us. Try to, many of us. Alright. Sex, money, drugs, all that shit. So we're gonna kill on the Will Smith, Chris Rock incident. Two words. Just gonna use 2 words, and I'm just gonna leave it alone. Distraction, panicking. And then I drop down and say, Hollywood got this narrative. All right. And we've watched it. All right. We've watched Hollywood's narrative, their agenda. They bring in in our culture, how they populated through, how I can remember far back, started with the homosexuality. You started with Set It Off. All right. You had Set It Off, and Queen Latifah, they let her exploit homosexuality in that movie, right? Girl power, black girl power, right? Black girls with guns and stuff like that, exploit that. Being in gangs and being, identifying, they could be hard too, black women. Angry black woman in there, right? A black woman that'll go through to any lengths to do anything, right? Move on to gang violence, to promote a gang violence. Boys in the Hood, right? And the many movies to come after that. And then we see in our streets the gang rise of gangs being social, gangs being in the rap game, gangs now being on TV making money. Come on, all right? Murderers, no murderers, billionaires, or associated with billionaires. Come on. Hollywood. Gender explosion, right? Come on now. Caitlyn. All that stuff. Come on. Making it being okay to talk about. Once we talk about it now, making it be okay to be publicized. Making it be okay. It's okay. Right? Pandemic. Talked about the pandemic. But what the pandemic did, though, what was its purpose? All right, break down the middle class, break down the social economic class, right? Because soon it's gonna be just like Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry made on BET, have and the have-nots. But you looking at it so damn different because you looking at a TV show and all that, and they gonna know that shit. It should have had. Well, they kind of did have some ghetto ass. They had some niggas that had shit and ghetto ass niggas that had shit. It's finna get like that. Halves and half the fuck not. Ain't gonna be no middle class. That's why you're trying to push so many people now to be rich. Niggas be rich. Get rich, nigga. Hurry up. We got ways you can be rich, nigga. So you don't be down there with the rats. That's what they do. And I don't even mean to call people rats, but that's how they look at you. That's how they look at us. We're just rats in the maze. Unless you can make it up there, then they make you feel like you're a part of them, but you really ain't. And they tell you they know you really ain't, but they just gonna make you feel like you are because they gave you a chance to get up there. Because you're a conformative black nigga. And then the breaking of the middle class I talked about, and then black class, right? And then the family structure, breaking of the family structure, because they understood you break the family structure down. Like I totally feel that I don't look at me and my wife's separation as just totally based on them. I know outside entities was pushed in, but that outside entity was prominent because of other things. So it's all a common of things on the outside that help with so many black family structures. You know what I'm saying? To break them down. All right. Yeah, we're the playing parts of it, right? But so many dynamics, many of us understand. We was under some fucking bullshit ass pressure to break us down. You see what I'm saying? And if you're not an intelligent enough person to look at it like that, the bigger picture of it, then you just looking at it, and that nigga ain't shit, and she ain't shit, and you know what I'm saying? And it really ain't. A lot of it really ain't that. You was supposed to break the fuck down because you just wasn't strong minded. That's just the reality. All right. That's the logist of what I had to talk about, man. I believe we were, like Nip said, man, I love the cat. A lot of people say, oh, you love the cat, you California, you gang, nah, none of that shit, man, bro. That was that cat is still a revolutionary. His vision was revolutionary. He thought outside the box. That's why he's not here no more. Saying like Pac and Biggie and all these other cats. They seen something bigger than what you and I seen. All right, and some of us are waking up to that, and we see a bigger picture. It's what we do today is what's going to determine our future. That's just what our reality is, and I think a lot of us understand that. Dr. Umar hit something so profound to me. All right, I understand my energy, and I wonder sometimes why it goes back and relates back to religion and the church and stuff like that. And it's because, I mean, when you look around, that's what you see. If you don't see a church, you see a liquor store. And we just got to understand that though I tell you that I don't mind the system and all that stuff, it's also the teachings. But there's reasons behind it. Just like at one point in time, I'm going to come open and we're going to blast, man. We're going to go hard because I'm that individual. I'm not going to hide behind bullshit. Okay? When I got too much understanding of awareness of the reality of why things are happening to us, it's because they're trying to shut us down. They do not want a world of individuals thinking for themselves. That does not work. There's no money in that. They don't want a world of individuals providing for themselves and for each other, supporting, uniting. There's no money in that. It excludes an elite that needs you to serve it. Tribes are here. They're coming. They're among us. So the energy is good. The energy is good. And you gotta do what you gotta do, opponent. It's your move. But you will not scare us. Nothing you do will. We know we tapped in, shit. Immortals. Yeah. Keep pushing. Kevin Wesley, keep pushing. Elijah Amin, thank you. If you ain't listening out there, people, go listen to Elijah Amin. We'll talk. Get down there. Get my playlist. I say it again, Elijah Amin. He's talking to us. The God is talking to us. It's our time. Hey, if you ain't loving yourself, man, get on it, ladies. You got 2 days. You got every day. Every day is yours. Don't let anybody tell you it's just a ladies' month. Shit, it's woman every day. Love.